Hello and welcome to this new series. This new series will explore feature by feature comparison between Tableau and Power BI. So if you have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for the new videos. Hello and welcome to another episode of Tableau versus Power BI, and in this episode we are going to discuss how to create measure slicer. Now, measure slicer is something when you have various measures which you are displaying on a visual. Now, what happens certain time is that you need to change these measures. Let's say I have measure like gross sales, net sales, and discount amount, and I want only one measure to be used and let it change based on the need. So I can create a slicer, and then based on that slicer, I should be able to change that. So basically, if I click on gross sales, the gross sales should get selected. If I select net sales, the net sales should get selected. If I select discount, discount should get selected. So both Power BI and Tableau we can do. Methods are a little bit different, but we can do that. Okay. So let's jump there and let's try to do. So first let's jump on Power BI. So what we need to do in Power BI, if you look at, I have this major table where I have this major net sales, I have this major gross sales, and I have this major discount. What I would like on a visual, these two should be changed. So right now what happens if I go here and I try to go to item, and in the I want to create a visual brand. So when I drag brand here, and because it's a text type, it's automatically going to create a table visual for me. So now what happens if I need net, I need to put net. I need gross, I need to put gross. And if I need discount, I need to put discount here. Now, but what I want is I want to have single measure and I want to keep on changing that to net discount or this thing. So let's say I want to draw another table measure, and there I would actually need either net or gross or discount. This is what the objective here is. So we select it and it becomes. So for that, actually we need a slicer. Now what happens is uh, Tableau have something known as parameter, which is text type. But in Power BI, the what if you go, let's say here, go and try to create a new parameter. So and parameter is going to create a table. So you don't see a text type here. So there's no text type here, but it doesn't mean that we cannot create text parameters. Now parameters in Power BI is going to create a table only. So using the generate series. So what we can do is we have this facility of enter data with us, and that is also one thing which can create a slicer for us. So this is basically our major slicer values which are going to be. So we call it major slicer. Okay. So major slicer, what we want measure in the major slicer is, now your name could be different, your display name could be different, or your name could be different that you want. Then you can create two columns, and this is something which you will see very obvious in Tableau. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create two here. So, and I say description, I say major description. So let's say we want to say major description. So I'm going to write down here, let's say in the major slicer gross sales, and I say description is only gross. Now this is reverse of what we have, but we want to display a little bit shorter things out here. Additional column has been created, we can delete it. Now second thing, let's say I have net sales, and I'm going to call it net. And then I have, third thing which I have is discount amount. And I will call it discount. Now, whatever you display from here, the other one we can get it using the selected value. So we can do that. So now we got this table created, and let's call this table as also major slicer. Okay. So now what would happen is Power BI is going to create a new table for us. So enter data is going to create a table for us. That's the objective. And that's an independent table. Is not going to join it. If it creates a join with something, then we need to go ahead and delete it. So basically, if you create some column and that column already exists, it might create a join in case you have enabled the auto join. So please make sure that functionality is off. Right now we don't have anything which is created with this thing. So what I want here is I go to, let's say, major description or something. Let's say I drag this. Okay. And if I create it to slicer, and we can make it like this one, we can make it Dropbox, or we can make it list, or we can even make it button using, orientation which is horizontal. So if I create this right now, there is no impact here. But what I would like is I want to create a measure which actually takes the value from here and change it. So for that, what we can do is going to create a new measure. We are going to use switch here, and and here it is switch, there it will be case. Okay, so we call it, let's say, measure selector, or let's say selected measure. Now I have switch. Now switch has two mode. One is that I write switch true and then I can write down expression and condition, or I simply say selected value, and selected value will ensure that I've got only one value. Okay, and otherwise I can give this default value. So selected value of what? So we have this measure, which is a measure description or measure name. Now remember, if you are using description, then use description. If you use a slicer, then slicer. Now it doesn't matter whether you are displaying slicer or measure, but whatever you are using, the names which are you going to use. So let's say if I use the measure description, which are the shorter one, then I need to give gross equal to, when the value is gross, then what action I need. And it is perfectly fine. I display measure description and I take measure slicer. That's fine. That's because selected value in that table is going to impact the same row in that one, and we are going to get the same value. So you can take whatever you want, just make sure that the values which you're going to give here. Now here when I'm giving, so now because I've chosen my measure description, I need to use gross here. Okay, and when it is gross, what I need to display? I need to display gross. Okay, and in the selected value also, what I can do, if it is not selected, then I can actually go and say gross. Okay, so it's going to ensure, or I can have a default value here. Okay, anything I can do. So net is net, and third one is, now I need to take, I can leave the discount amount as the default one. So because I know my default is going to happen as gross, so anything which is left out is now going to be discount amount. Or I can write down the third condition, which is basically when the value is, I can do alt enter, let the code be little bit clean. So and we can have discount. And if some of you are not aware how we created all these measures and everything, you can watch our past videos, especially in the advanced thesis series or in the beginner series for Power BI. And similarly Tableau, we have Tableau public series. There you can find out how we have created these measures. Okay, so now we got this. So we got this selected measure. Now this selected measure will get impacted because of, okay, because of this this one. So now I can do is, here is, let me extend this table only, and I'm going to do, because I'm going to do similar step in Tableau. Otherwise I need to go to one sheet can have only one measure. So, and don't worry where your measure got in which table, we can always change it. So if I click here, I can move it to the table I want. I can move it anytime, move it to measure. Okay, so measures is the table where we are keeping all our measures. Okay, now if you see, look at this, right now the value is matching with the gross sales. Now we have not selected, we defaulted it to gross. Now if I click on the gross, it's again going to be gross only. But when I click on the net, it has become net value. So look at this value, net value, this is the total, and this is the same total we are getting. Now if I click on discount, we are getting same as the discount value. Now formatting is something which you need to handle, but this is the easiest way to do this stuff. Now there is something known as horizontal orientation in here. So what you can do is, you can go here and you can find out orientation. Let me suggest select it, orientation, and then orientation, if I do horizontal, they will display like button. So because of my theme, you might not be able to see, but and there is an item color basically where you can control, if you don't know that, so the foreground color and background color. So you can have a certain different colors here, and then when it is selected, different colors can be you chosen for that. So now this is there. Now if I click discount, if I click net, if I click gross, this is how I can change. So measure slicer, basically you are slicing the measure, you are changing the measure. So now measure is part of a dimension. It has become measure itself. You have created it like a dimension. Now this doesn't mean that it's going to work like a dimension, and multiple things you can have select. Now this cannot select multiple things. If you want multiple selection, then you have an option calculation groups in Power BI, and then you should go ahead and try that calculation group out. that will allow you multiple selection. And similarly, there is one more stuff which you, let's say if there are three major, net, gross and discount, I want to show height. Now show height can happen only in the kind of bar visual or something where they will be available but they can be made as blank. So that thing was also possible, but for that every major we need to write down a code. Multi-select we can allow. Now time to jump on Tableau. Now in Tableau, we also want same thing. We have little bit different names here in Tableau. We call it net sales, we call it gross sales and discount amount. Same three things we are going to do here. And again, what we want here is we also want brand wise display here. And then we want also here to be displayed, like say we display net sales out here, we display gross sales out here, and we display discount amount out here. Okay. And if you want to change the order, actually you can go ahead and move it around. So we got settled down with this. Now we need to create a changing measure. So first thing what we have to do is we need to create a parameter. To create a parameter, anywhere we can right click and start doing that. So right click on a margin or something like that, and you go here and you say create and you go parameter. Now once you say parameter is going to, because you have clicked on a numeric field, is going to suggest you numeric, but we are not bothered about it. So we call it measure slicer. Okay, and we're going to make it string, and then we know we need to make it gross sales. Okay, and then we create a list. Now once you create a list and gross sales, it says click here to add value, and now I can say here gross value. Now here also display as is available, so we can have a different value. Now I have not written the correct spelling, so let me correct it here. And this value is not going to matter much, because I'm going to tell you, and we call it gross value. Let me call it gross sales. Let me call it net sales, because we are going to handle that. And then we have discount amount. So we got all these three values. Okay, so we got gross sales, net sales, discount amount, and we say okay. And if we got this measure slicer, we right click on this measure slicer and we can say show parameter. So it will start showing here. Now it's not going to impact anything, it's not going to change anything out here, because right now there is no one to handle that. Okay, so how to handle that? Now to handle that, what we need to do is, again we need to create a measure now. So we go here and we say calculated field. Now we call this selected measure. Now there we have switch, here we have case. Now in case, and if you don't know the syntax, I have already opened it. If it is closed, you can open it like this. So this can be closed like this, and if you click here, it will open like this. The arrow sign changes here. Sometime most of the newer version you'll get it like this. Okay, so you can use case here, and then you see, okay, expression I can give. Expression can be true also, just like switch true is there. Here it could be true, or it could be, you know, the measure slicer. Now here we don't have a concept of like selected value. We can simply say measure slicer, and then we can say when then. So when, and then we say gross sales, then gross sales. Okay, and then we do here when net sales, and if the syntax is wrong, we have to go back and correct it. Now let me add this, and then let me add and. Okay, the now syntax is correct here. Now we will do those changes. We will say, and we have to remember, if you have not written net sales instead of net sales, we have written only net sale, then this is not going to work out. So we need to be a little bit more careful about that, because here right now we are writing down the formula and we don't looking at the values, so something can be wrong. So we just need to take care about that. Now we can have the discount amount here. So now we got measure slicer. We have in the case statement, we say gross sales, net sales, discount amount, and we are saying, and this is saying this is the correct formula. We have to go ahead and test it. Now this is the selected measure. We drag it here now, and then you see immediately it comes out and gross sales is selected and its value is like this. Okay, and gross sales we also defaulted. So here also we created as a default value. Now when I select net sales, you see this value now start matching with the net sales value. Okay, and then let me select discount amount. Now it start matching with the discount amount. Now if the spelling is wrong or something is wrong, then there could be certain challenges, but these are the values. Now we created measure slicer in Power BI. We've seen how it works. We created a measure slicer in Tableau. Little bit different approach, but essence is same. that using a slicer you are changing the value. Now I can use it in a bar visual, like here I can create, let's say, and I can create, it's not that only I will create brand wise, I can even create category wise here. Okay, and in category wise I can go ahead and have this selected measure. Okay, and I can have this, and then I can show it here, show parameter, and then I can have gross sales, net sales, discount amount. Okay, all these I can do. Okay, so I can have it here. Similarly, in Power BI also I can have additional visuals here created. So I can create a bar visual out here. Let's create a horizontal bar here. Okay, put the selected measure and put the slicer. No, we don't want to put slicer, we want to put category. Axis on the category, and if I change here gross, net, see the values are changing here, and this one. And if you want to display, like here we want to display like which value is this, so we can go ahead and use the title out here. So we have a title out here, so title you can switch it on, and then you can go ahead and in that one you can have the values. So I can actually go to the measure slicer, or can say measure description, or even I can say, let's say, measure slicer, the first value. Anyway, we are selecting one value, so it should actually show this, and the selected by measure by category. And let's see if we change now, does it make any difference? We have changed title for this one, so click here. Okay, title we have changed for this one, so discount amount is coming there, so we need to be little bit more careful. That's what I was thinking, still talking about selected one. So here we go here and we say measure slicer, first value, and now you see gross sales, you see discount amount. See, we are selecting the other one and staying displaying the correct one. So that's what I was saying, you can interchange these values because there are one-to-one mapping is there, and that is going to take care of this thing. So we sometimes when the table is there and you select something and then you going to get anything else as selected value, as long as one-to-one mapping is there, that's going to work out. Now, if there's not one-to-one mapping, there could be more than some certain values, then still you can get using all selected. So try these things out. Do let us know what else you want us to cover in this series, Tableau versus Power BI, a series which you like most. So subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you. Get involved. Keep asking questions in comments. Subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification of our new video. Keep watching.